I'm sure, a lot of you are sometimes a little bit over all day of Zoom meetings and also inefficient meetings. I'm not very fond of very inefficient meetings. So what I thought I'll share with you is 6 quick ways that you can make your meetings more effective and efficient. The first one is having clarity on who actually needs to be there. There's nothing worse than inviting half of your team into a meeting if these people don't need to be there. And I often ask myself, do I need to be there? Or I ask my team, do you need me to be there? If I don't need to be there, I prefer not to be there unless they want me to be there. So only attend meetings that you really need to be there for, and do the same with your team members. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, this has really helped us to be more structured and more effective with meetings. I suggest to put roughly an agenda or what the meeting is about into the calendar invite. You can do that in the notes. So just quickly write down what is this meeting about and what are expected outcomes. What's the agenda? Number 3 is short meetings are epic. Short meetings are epic. People have this thing where you think that meetings need to be 1 hour long. Do they really? Some maybe do, but most don't. Most meetings can be done in 30 minutes. Most 60-minute meetings can be done in 30 minutes. So don't book yourself for hour meetings unless you really need to. I always say to my team, if they book me for meetings, or anyone else for that matter, is unless I really need to be there for an hour, let's do 30 minutes. Because you can just get in, get stuff done, and get out. Number 4 is start meetings not on the exact hour. And the reason why is because of the point number 5. So for example, instead of scheduling a meeting at 4 o'clock, you schedule it at 4:15. Or instead of 12 o'clock, you schedule it at 11:45. And the reason why is point number 5, which is show up on time. And this, my dear friends, is one of my weaknesses, and I'm not proud of it. So we used to have a little bit of a habit at Basic Bananas. We would have team meetings that start at, let's say, 12 o'clock, and slowly people start to arrive after 12 o'clock, including myself. So not setting a great example at all. And so what we decided to do is start the meeting no matter what. If there's no one there, you start it and people will miss out. It will train people slowly to show up on time. It's not cool to show up late. And I say this for myself too. And the last one, number 6, if you run a lot of Zoom meetings, it's really good, especially if you're a small group, it's really good to keep your cameras on. So we often do virtual team meetings where we get together and we catch up about the week that just passed, we celebrate, we look at the focus, etc. And we sort of enforce it a little bit to keep the camera on. And the reason why is because it's just more personal to see people's faces. If it's a small meeting and you're connecting with each other, it's really important because you feel more connected and it just feels more like a group, a proper meeting, like almost in person. So those are the 6 quick steps that I wanted to share with you, tips on how to make your meetings more efficient. These are things that have worked super well for us here at Basic Bananas, and I hope you find this useful. If you do, please feel free to share these video tips with anyone that you know that would benefit, and of course subscribe also to our channel, because then you get all the latest videos. You get notifications, which is amazing. And if you would love to work with us in any of the programs, you can email hello@basicbananas.com. Amazing. I'm gonna now jump into this delicious ocean out there, and I can't wait to come back to you next week. Bye for now.